Talk Hunger Pains before we get into the main or co-main event of the evening. Shout outs to our sponsors, Safe Clothing, Broke Clothing, Candy Crooks and Fresh Ink, of course. And Shads, make some noise for Shads. It's all good, we'll edit that out. On my right hand side, all the way from Sydney, your Sydney mate his way up to Brisbane for Real Talk on many an occasion. Make some motherfucking noise for Carlos. Yeah, motherfucker!
Free Martin Shkreli. What up?
Bears on two.
On my left hand side, the man from Melbourne making his way up here for his Real Talk debut. The man's got a mean pen. Pay attention, show some love for the man Syrus.
Well, Syrus.
We had the coin flip, first rounds on Fizz, the Carlos, the Jakl hunchback when he's ready.
The man of many names. First off, before I start, half euro man, if you say Syrus 3-0 one more time, I'm gonna leave you in a coma on the floor. Oh, because I got my homie here for emotional support. Oh, yeah. And you know I can. So Twiz hit me up. It was a dick pic. Really, bro? He's like, sorry, man, that was meant to go to someone else. now I feel retarded. I was like, that's cool, bro. Let's just stop talking about this. He's like, it's going to be really hard trying to explain this whole situation to my missus if she ever finds out. You feel me, Carl? To be honest, I kind of lost track of how that whole conversation resulted in me being booked for this battle. But fuck it, here we are! See him facing me like, what the fuck? Lies. See him facing me like, what the fuck? I'm coming straight for the esophagus. Treat your name like it's a prophecy. This could be a grave or a sarcophagus if you ain't sending me praise. When cunts mention my name, you're just being blatantly dishonest. Son about to strike Syrus dead right where he stands. Shit, I just blame it on the Warriors. Like, you ain't Gramercy or riff, Syrus. Brother, it's time to admit, if you're half the gangster you try and pretend you are when you write, you wouldn't have time for this shit. It's about survival, trying to provide for your kids. This ain't supplying you chips, so as far as priorities is, competitive shit talking really isn't high on the list. And we all know how the saying goes, fuck silence, that shit's like real G's moving battle rap circles constantly referencing the illegal weapons they own and the crimes they commit. Nah.
You fake cunt.
You ain't got a 4-4. Thank you. You ain't got a 4-4. Coppers kicking your door, the only thing you wave is your right to silence. I mean, if that G shit's really the type of life you want to provide your wife with, it makes sense firearms is your favorite type of violence, because only the most ratchet hoes in the world would even come within a mile of Syrus.
Ratchet!
Alright. I don't like him, so let's go.
Yeah. Shut up. Now, fucking ounce. I wouldn't tip you a stick of respect. Shit for check. I'll check his chin in a sec. Your name ain't ringing bells. I'll be wringing your neck, shaking sense into him like trying to make a picture develop. Try to talk that street shit. I'll have your chief chip the edge of the pavement. One kick in your head, get caved in like American History X. Try fuck with me. You gon' wish you were dead. They'll be scraping your mind out the gutter like no more thinking about sex. You want to try spitting that tough guy shit and think you're mad? Well, remember how that went with Axe. You can catch him catching crickets, man, shit, but that aren't even mean when he gets reaction. I mean, I won't leave his wig intact when I smash it with a cricket bat. Like what? Simple as. You might think you are big in that. To me, you are bric-a-brac. So in this battle, I guess I'm finna catch another lower mid-teardrop prison tap. Yeah.
Round one, make some noise, let's go!
Let's go! Let's go, Carlos. Let's go, Syrus.
Make
Go,
bail.
Silence.
They sent the best out from Sydney and Carlos. That's what the talk was about. Well, I lace up my boots when it's time to go to war, so I'm chalking him out. And make no fucking mistake, we're at war. But I had to take some time out to deal with some real life shit. My mind couldn't be further from rap. Now that the team at Real Talk have booked this, it's ISIS. You done lost your head, I'm certain of that. I get it though, you're beside yourself. Well, I'm cutthroat. Oh, you ain't heard, it's a fact. Who's to blame when taking a life is a burden to grasp? He's standing right in front of you. You don't have to look much further than that. And I didn't have to switch up my style even though I heard this was a clash. I'll cater to his raps and match whatever this G had. I'm trying to get ahead. So it's gonna be a body when they see this murder on cam. What you bought for me, Carlos? Some gun bars, a couple of racist jokes to try and break me down?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't read Well, I didn't bring any gun bars. It don't matter, I'm still gonna be firing these rounds.
Yeah.
Real talk. What's good?
Let's go.
Heard y'all got a slave master. Heard y'all got a slave master.
It's him.
On that basis, I had to make the trip out to see if it was real. You got me up against Carlos. Well, I'm gonna catch some backlash for whipping some. These scars ain't gonna heal. As soon as the documents were signed, a life was purchased for real. And y'all can thank Master Dwiz. Because he done bought a black boy to come put work in the field. So you a fan favorite? I picked a couple of your battles. You rap basic and lack greatness, so this should be a walk in the park because I don't have patience. All you pet owners should get this translation. As soon as I saw dog shit, you know I had the bag waiting. What are we here to compare? Joe Rogan's podcast to Gandhi's wisdom. Please enlighten me because I'm a man on a mission and I ain't trying to go bar for bar with him. I'll pick apart your witness, you'll play the part of victim. I'm carving through his carcass till the carpet's dripping. Dropping bombs on targets like Saddam's defenses or Osama's henchmen. Because I came to Brisbane to turn into the Gaza Strip and black with my material and address this bitch, leaving nothing uncovered like Iraqi women. So I scanned the land and found no competition. And you just lost to Dolzy, so they gotta be kidding. But they're saying you're fine, I'm not likely to win this. Well, I'm a hype man for free, because I see shit different. If we go to war, I ain't fighting you bitches, I'm pulling knives on you bitches, inciting violence and slicing through ribs, y'all can die in an instant. One and your homie's gonna have to try find his intestines. Another now y'all are both wearing cuts like bikey tradition. So someone tell Carl this is killing season. I could let the funny man tell jokes and hang himself with that Williams treatment, or kill him with the overheads, and he can die behind bars, give Carl that Williams treatment.
Round one, make some noise. Let's go.
Not Lenny.
God, Jakl, cut!
Thank you. Yeah, I bet when you applied for your passport, under race you didn't check any box on the sheet. You just wrote in your own answer. Whatever you want me to be. Shit, I don't know if you're gonna rock up to beef or for bombing your Jeep, live up to all your bars, pull a Glock on the street, or go home and spam my missus' inbox. Trying to get some pictures of her bobs and vagine. You got that
10 jokes.
5 10. You got that 40-year-old Persian wearing Ed Hardy in a nightclub swag. Difference between me and you, I can rap. You're like an ibis, man. You are what you eat. And Syrus trash. Look, I ain't even talking skin tones. But the difference between me and you is some white and black shit. I'll break your spine in fragments. The type of damage too intense for chiropractics. I could sell myself to a celibate. You couldn't sell ice to addicts. I mean, you want to try and act like you're so authentic. I don't know if that's quite true. Out of all of the hard guns I've met, literally none of them speak, dress, or act like you. Like, how much of an awkward battle rap stereotype do you want to actually be? Dude's still gonna be like, yo, that was lit fam, facts, real talk, flames, in the nursing home when he turns 80. Your whole personality is about as played out as your wordplay bin. Like, how the fuck are you black as burnt toast and still somehow more of a wigger than Merc Swayze? Your punchlines suck. Southpaw Steez, that's right, cunt. I can handle the jab. Like, how the fuck you think I done my drugs? Dirty ass white cunt. I penetrate your mental state, leave your mind fucked. There's hunger pains behind these bars, and I come like a buy-up. And I could spend all day running rings around you. My memory lapse become a marathon. Shit, I'll cave your fucking skull in and let my fingers paint that and use my fingers to paint a woolly mammoth on it. You getting gassed and lad, I'm dropping sarin canisters. Man, I'll bomb you and let the fact you no longer matter swallow you whole like an anaconda. You're getting fatally marked. You try shit and watch your side split. You'll be abandoned by your mates when it starts, and I'll leave you in stitches like when I ain't spitting bars, but unlike you, I ain't pretending. How the fuck you think we're gonna pay respect if the way you spit's making it impossible to pay attention? Since I first played, the stage is set. I've been waiting to make an entrance. Now the hunger is real. I have motherfuckers lining up around the block to get this work like the Great Depression. End of round 2. Left the homie beaten battered, so don't be speaking back or I'll splash the acid on his face like a broken Indian marriage, leaving a trail of dead bodies. Like my opponent even matters, and you know how my slogan goes, get him the fuck out. Slogans are for faggots. Gas me up.
Yeah. Until it's got.
So you're fresh from Barzo too, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a
Fuck
second.
station. Fuck station.
We're going to take a
Fuck
second
Carlos.
to discuss racial tensions, but let's not overreact, people. Because I heard you hung with Sloth,
No.
and I got a question. How many black people? I'm just trying to understand. Was it 3 or was it 4? Did you have to literally read every page of Mein Kampf before you walked in the door? Because when they first sent you to, because when they first said you were going to Basel 2, I thought that you were bluffing. But then I saw you went and spent time with your supremacist brothers, and I did not see it coming. Seriously, what is it with you motherfuckers from Sydney? How the fuck are you going to live in one of the most diverse cities and yet have no intention of embracing diversity? Y'all got me fucked up. You got every race. Black, white, Asians up in the place. Middle Eastern, Hispanics, and MRA 2K.
Fuck off!
Are we off that?
You want that progressive tip? Come on, man. It's fair.
Are we off that? Because I hear you hit with the ladies, looking like a child molester. Got the rape face down pat. Built like a Pez dispenser. I'm willing to bet every kid can draw your face from memory on an Etch-a-Sketch.
He's breaking it down.
I'm willing to bet every kid can draw your face from memory on an Etch-a-Sketcher.
How dare you?
Homie, you are 1 November away from being a registered sex offender. But they threw your name at me, and at first that got me puzzled. He can't seem to make the pieces fit to portray his image, but I agreed to this battle. Reluctantly, I'll entertain the kid. So I put together 3 rounds that'll leave a toy spinning like fidget spinners. Nah, fuck that. I'm a black and do my numbers. What's the matter, you don't get the picture? Well, I bet he will when I launch a white boy into outer space like Hidden Figures. Your little rap battle career, wave goodbye and say goodnight. I'm Denzel taking flight after a whole bottle of Jack and a cocaine high. See, the substance was in plain old sight, and I'ma make sure it lands. So it's gonna take some lines to make it right. But they say you're a legend. They told me stories I wasn't buying. Well, therein lies the problem. In my neck of the woods, we don't believe in Bigfoot sightings. Every Carlos battle is basic punchlines and simple writing. It's all about the footprints you leave on the footage so they know you existed after you're done with rhyming. I look back through the evidence. I didn't catch it, now I'm convinced they're lying. Because it's a myth to see him beast on cam and he takes a hiding.
Wow.
Now I'm not going to run that back because you probably haven't caught it still.
No, I got it.
But just when you look through the proof, you should know he isn't real. He uses humour to hide the fact that his bars can't change the game. That's only going to earn you a funeral. And they'll dig the plot when you get laid to waste. It's a cheap tactic. And using personals or theatrics will get you a tombstone engraved with your name. So pay your respects or rest in peace. Because digging up dirt is only going to lead to a grave mistake.
Now, I did not see that coming. I've never heard that shit before, and ain't none of these kids drawing my face on an Etch-a-Sketch. Bitch, that's what the Rohypnol's for. Yeah, that was straight whack. Shit gave me brain damage. You ain't rapping. That wasn't even a verse. That was just one long yes vote for gay marriage. Straight cancer. So ill I metastasized. You rep a style only faggots like. Shit, should beat this fucking pleb on sight.
Do it then.
Alright, I will.
Come on.
Fine. Alright, fine. Jesus. Stop pressuring me, man. Yeah, I don't really get this whole culture. It's probably why I don't get booked for battles. I've been getting overlooked and that shit shouldn't happen. I mean, I rap my fucking ass off and looking back, people telling me Carlos cooked. I really don't know if they're trying to say I'm drug fucked or I'm good at rapping, but I just can't help but feel like I'm being took for granted. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck people think he gonna win. I mean, your whole approach is based on being G as shit, and the biggest battle I've seen you win was Syrus getting put on the bitch by a 40-year-old comedian. It's a killing spree, leave a mark on the scene. I ain't building a brand, I'm branding your skin in burnt quotes. There's body bags on our battle. Your best wins, straight edges. That shit weren't dope. You better check the score. Had to watch a couple of your battles and I was prepping. Let's just say that less is more. One round in, I was already bored. When I move with excessive force, your shit gets rocked. Terraformed. I got an alphabet of weapons, that's 26 letter bombs. I'm equipped for war since way back in the days when I battled native bones. Yeah, I kept it raw. Repping the freshest pair of trackies you'd ever seen and wearing shorts. Yeah. I don't believe none of the shit you've written. Try to rep it like you're sick and twisted, but we all know the way you think some bitch shit like intuition. Whether it's pistol whipping or throwing hits and sticking shivs in, we all know you ain't been shit. That's just for the sake of painting some pretty picture for a dickhead listener. Like all this talk about your lead you dripping, it's all in your head. That shit's penmanship, it's a pencil grip. Like what the fuck are you trying to be? Battle raps Mr. Squiggle?
Upside down.
The only place the guts are stashed is this dude's imagination. If you've been stacking paper, that ain't from moving crack, it came from your desk job. Some office shit, like superannuation. Like, nah, this dude don't tolerate none of that disrespect. This kid will take your retirement chips, invest that shit in crystal meth, and snort your whole entire pension off some fucking stripper's chest. Yeah? You work for Wu-Tang Financial or something. Coming across like a massive nerd. You a gangster? Word. As a talent you haven't earned, I will pick at every aspect of your life like the Westboro Baptist Church till you Chester Bennington yourself with your necktie once you get back to work. Yeah, lad, you don't have to write back. Your style's whack. Fuck forming some sort of complex metaphor to explain all the gats you might pack. I'm gonna keep it simple. You're a fucking faggot. Guess I'm just old-fashioned like that.
Make some noise around 3, let's go!
Yeah, come!
One around the school.
Join this cunt, come on!
It takes creativity to come up with concepts that grow into something more, and that's where we separate the whack from great. Who's next to hold the torch? You better elevate and lift your game, because I came to push your buttons to expose your flaws. This is push your buttons to expose your flaws. This is my island, so you better think twice before you bring your boat ashore. You're giving me the shot? I think not, but even if you were, you better hold that thought, get a grip. There's a key to understanding that. You got to get a handle before you open doors. Nothing is as it seems. I let them think they're enjoying the spoils of war. But it's a gift and a curse. That's a Trojan horse. You're going to need armies, cavalries, Roman swords. I'm piling body after body and showing no remorse. We're cursed with these plebs, with whack writtens and no performance. Patrol your borders, or you won't hold your fortress. You came to give me the business. I ain't buying what you're selling. I don't endorse it. So try and venture out, and you'll soon find the shark tank is nothing like drifting away in open water. They said you were going to win this. I came to make you eat your pride. Seek advice before your feeble mind comes at the wolves of Liam Neeson's hype dog. I'm just trying to lead the blind and give the people signs. It's clear as day to me you can't seem to write a decent rhyme. And they don't have to feel this. They just got to read between the lines. Well, they're going to have to play back the tapes to see you kill this bitch. That's 13 reasons why. Be advised. Be advised. You are now staring into the Reaper's eyes. Be precise, or you'll get stuck at home like, man, I need a life. I can't contain the nightmares from back when we couldn't sleep at nights, from stomach aches to hunger pains, like, man, I don't need this life. See, honesty, poverty's got me stronger to release this beast inside. I've been through more, and you're not built for war. I need a man-to-man with Jesus Christ. Because where I'm from, it's raw and you get torn for being the weaker type. And where you're from, the whole scene fake. That's CGI. But you're the one they sent to orchestrate my demise. Well, I'll survive, stick me anywhere. On a boat like Life of Pi, and I'll come back with a sushi bar and a coat made of tiger stripes.
Yeah. That's time, make some noise.